Yo, is anybody in there?
I was awoken by a loud boom. I looked outside and it was kind of raining fire, and I looked up the street and the house itself was on fire. I yelled to my wife, call 911. Then myself, I ran up the street and tried to help any way I could.
We are hearing from neighbors who rushed to the scene of a deadly house explosion this morning. We want to briefly run through what we know right now. At least one person was killed in that blast earlier today. 2 others critically hurt. The call came in around 8 o'clock this morning at a home near 51st and M. And that's where we find KETV News Watch 7's Jose Zazaya live with the very latest.
That's right, James. Right now, the initial chaos from that explosion has subsided. I'm going to step out of here so you can see what Omaha firefighters and police are still trying to piece together. We're closer to 51st and Holmes right now, that intersection, but I want you to see what's left of that particular home here on 51st Street. Here's what crews are really having to go through right now. We can see, the basement, that house is completely gone. And if you can make out the 2 houses directly next to them, they also suffered some significant damage. There's debris all the way out onto the street. Wood, couches, furniture, appliance, just everything from the radius of the blast made it all the way out onto the street. Police even had to set up police tape across all of these different intersections, probably impacting around 20 homes in this neighborhood. Of course, you were hearing from those neighbors who ran toward the scene of what happened. They were shaken when they heard the initial blast. And we want to show you some video that a homeowner actually caught on her Ring camera at the top left of your screen. The moment that blast rang out, a dog in the yard actually bolted after hearing the sound. That's when you can also see those large smoke plumes lifting up. So firefighters have explained they don't know yet what caused this explosion. We do know Metropolitan Utilities District shut off that gas quickly because it was feeding some fire that was out there in the wreckage. But another big part of the story, as you heard initially, is those neighbors who jumped in to try and help anyone who was hurt.
A lot of people rescued him. The neighborhood rescued him out. He was hurt. He had no skin. His clothes were gone. I don't know if it was grandma. I don't know if it was his sister, but there was a lady across the street. It was bad. The house exploded.
And you're hearing just, that raw sound minutes after the fact from what happened from one of those victims. Now, we do know, as you mentioned, James, there was that one fatality, one person died. We'll continue working and checking with Omaha Fire and Police on the status of the 2 other victims who did survive but are in local hospitals right now, checking on their condition. Now, make sure to follow us for the latest on this investigation coming up later today on KETV at 5 p.m. We'll hear from a neighbor who also rushed to the street, and he'll share exactly what he recorded on his video camera as he was also trying to offer some help to those victims moments after all of this happened. Reporting live here near 51st and Holmes, I'm Jose Zazaya for KETV News Watch 7.
Incredible images and powerful sound there, Jose. Thank you. And again, just to recap real quickly, we do know one person was killed in that blast. Happened near 51st and M just after 8 o'clock this morning. 2 people critically hurt. Still no word on what caused this explosion, but the Red Cross is on scene helping those nearby homeowners whose houses were damaged. Just a very, very powerful and very, very sad situation they're dealing with over there right now. Stay with KETV as we work to learn more. We'll have the very latest starting.